Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Fools and Flagons. Yay! This is a tabletop campaign made up entirely by me, where the players do dumb things and I try to make sense of it.
Google gobble.
And
Make
cats.
sense of that, bitch.
This campaign is streamed live every other Friday on Twitch. If you would like to see our past adventures, you can watch the VODs on our YouTube channel or listen to our podcast. We are on most major platforms such as iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, iHeartRadio, Samsung Radio, and Pandora. The campaign VOD and podcast comes out on the Friday the week after the live stream on Twitch. On top of streaming the campaign, we have Pez Plays on Tuesdays, Whiskey Wednesdays on alternating Wednesdays, and Metallurgy Magic on Saturdays when his schedule allows. If you like what we do and would like to support us, consider donating to our coffee page at coffee.com/fools&flagons. Donations are never required, but always appreciated. All proceeds from donations and memberships go straight back into making Fools and Flagons an even better experience, and it helps keep the podcast alive and well. Expensive. We do also want to thank you for your follows, subscriptions, and bits on Twitch. We do apologize that we cannot recognize them on stream for the sake of not interrupting the story, but your support of us is always very much appreciated. So, how's everybody doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Excite.
Good. It's a rough week.
You're telling me. Also, this session may be just a little bit wonky. I pretty much had 2 hours to prepare because I was out of town all week. And also wonky because we can currently not access our characters on D&D Beyond. So
Mine's
there...
Oh no. Mine was up. And then it died again.
I tried loading bricks and I don't even get the beholder anymore. I just get a blank page.
Yeah, no, mine was up for 2 seconds and then the API died again.
Cool. Well, if I look tired, that's because I've only been awake for 3 hours. Yay, overnights. I'm going to be fucking wide awake here in a little bit. So, with that being said, the session may be a little bit weird. Probably a lot more role play than having people actually roll and, take damage because we can't keep track of that.
Role play.
Correction, Zach's going to die tonight. So,
Yeah.
I'm not centering my frame. That's annoying. But anyway, we're just going to get right on into it. If no one else has any announcements they want to share, no?
No.
Okay.
I do. I have an announcement. I have egg drop soup. Okay, announcement over.
Thanks, Nim.
Oh. Sure. I get to die.
So, with that being said, grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for Fools and Flagons. Let's do this shit.
One of these days, I'm just gonna put some pillows behind me so I can full send. Ah!
I thought you said pills.
Yeah, me too. I heard pills.
It's like, one of these days I'm going to put pills in this.
Bill's here.
Pills here. All right, so to get you all up to speed as to what happened during the last session. They're in a new city, Harpermere, with new shops. The Tempests go on yet another shopping spree while they wait for the days to pass until the wedding between Princess Enna and Admiral Grant Greyeye. A few colorful characters were found. Some small, round Tabaxi, a Tiefling tinkerer, a very flamboyant tailor who seemed very opinionated about the attire usually requested, and a man of questionable sanity who sold the party some interesting magical items. After a nice day of exploration and dumping their hard-earned money, the Tempests returned home, where Zaan cooked them all a lovely seafood dinner and waited to see if they would hear from the royal family. So, the night goes on. You had sent Mortar up to keep watch again, but saw that the area was still very much patrolled by the Royal Guard, and you all were able to get a very peaceful sleep. As the day comes back, the sun peeking over the high walls to the east, there's a bit of a haze in the air as some fog had creeped in again this morning, and there's plenty of god rays shining through your windows. But even with that, there's still the general hustle and bustle of the town. So, the day is yours. What would you like to do?
So is it
Shopping.
like...
What was that, Pez?
It is...
I said more shopping.
More shopping? Okay, Zaan, what were you saying?
So, like, stores are already open at this point. Like, we're not, like, awake before every single other person.
Depends. Did you wake up with the sun, or did you wake up before the sun?
Probably the sun.
It's a fair bet that there's at least a few shops that might be open.
Who's down in the... Is anybody in the... finger.
I would
Common
say
area?
like first, early-ish in the morning, Brick's gonna come stomping downstairs. Father,
Yes.
could I ask a favor?
That is bold. But go on.
May I request that you prepare sending either today or tomorrow?
Probably gonna be tomorrow.
That's fine.
Yeah. Just because I can't remember if I actually took it or not.
Good thing about being a cleric, you have access to your entire list. It just depends on the day.
That I get. What I mean is just like, I don't remember if I still have it on me or not. I took it for a while, but I can't remember if it's still there or not.
Okay.
For the sake of the argument, and with the issues that we have today, we can say that you have sending prepared, probably. You know what? Hold on. Yeah, never mind. You don't have it prepared.
The DM's like, does he has it? Rolls a d20. Probably got like a 5.
I got a 9. Thank you very much.
Bad.
How dare you assume my rolls?
Well, and I just thought beginning of the day is when clerics usually decide what spells they want to take, so he could decide right now.
I actually have no idea how it works. I just, when I take a long rest, I do it while I'm sleeping.
I always kind of looked at it as like preparing the night before kind of thing, but
Yeah, whatever. So,
never really discussed it that much. Whiskey Wednesday's topic. There you go.
actually, that's a good point. So, then tomorrow would be a good idea. Who are you sending to?
To Thunderbender.
Yes. Bender, Thunder person. So who is that again?
The dwarf who made me.
Yes, I remember him with vague detail.
I just want to see if he, A, knows what's wrong with me, or B, where we can find him if we need to teleport to him to find out what's wrong with me. Or if he has another idea.
So... Oh. I never thought about that. So... I know where I'm from now.
Are we going to talk about it?
No.
Damn.
But that's a good point. If I was to banish you...
Please don't.
Well, it's interesting because was all of you... Well, what is the core? Like, if part of you is from somewhere else, would you go there, or... Huh.
I believe my core is just magic.
Magic? Yes, but where did the magic come from?
Magic?
Exactly.
I don't think in all my studies I've ever heard of a plane specifically designated to magic.
And has you ever seen another one of you anywhere?
No, I'm the first of my kind.
Ah, so what you're saying is there science to be done.
I'm saying I'm pretty sure I originate from this plane.
We will see. One of these days. But I am hungry.
I was about to say go ahead and take a shot, but okay.
No. We're just gonna, one of these days and see where you go.
We're not expecting thanks.
No problem. But,
Be sitting there having a good time. I was like, poof.
I was gonna say in the middle of the audience with the king. Ha!
Comes back covered in fish or water or something. Yeah, but he's from a
really
sea
hope not.
veld.
If anything, I think he would. If he's gonna go to anywhere that's not the material plane, I would think it'd be Mechanicus.
Who knows?
At this time, Kasumi is coming downstairs, stretching, yawning, and going right for her tea weird.
Okay.
Kasumi,
What?
you forgot it's breakfast.
Where?
Wait, is this his name?
How do you forget
Well,
Fern, you monster?
Yes, sorry.
shouldn't we wait for everybody else?
I mean, yeah, but I mean that's what I'm saying. So
Okay.
even all you go.
I'm still gonna have some tea, and she's just like, she hasn't stopped. She's just completely focused on the tea right now.
So
Oh.
she's kind of doing the walking and talking, like, yeah, we'll fucking go to Fern's. So she's like pulling everything out that she needs.
Oh, Kasumi,
Yes.
did you ever end up trying the magic item, the sword I gave you?
The one that has something to do with spells?
Yes.
No.
Or were you planning to?
Not that I got my shiny new one.
Can I have mine back?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Sweet.
upstairs in my room.
No take
Thank you.
No take backs.
As he starts to turn around and go up to your room.
She gestures, and as you're going up, she's like, I'm pretty sure it's in the closet somewhere. You'll find it.
Which sword was this again? Was this the Klepto?
The hilt that you put a spell slot into
Ah,
to make
got
the sword
it.
come out.
Got it.
So, I'll go ahead and remove that. Well, I can't remove it. Making a note, removing the spell sword.
Yeah.
We're so needy.
I've made a note of it as well, so hopefully someone will remember at some point.
Do it.
I do it.
So how are you doing today, Kasumi?
We're like a bunch of 10-year-olds who don't know what to do without the internet.
I'm good. We've got a lot to do today. We've got to take
Likewise.
you and Brick to go get your outfits for dinner with the king. I've got to pick up mine. I think it's a waiting game from here, to be honest.
That's me.
Do I remember about how long it took me to get to the docks and back? Or to just to the docks in general?
Well, you went to the docks, got your food, and basically came straight back. And it was about a 20 to 30 minute walk. I mean, you kind of still were like weaving in and around buildings and, taking in the sights and whatnot. You didn't say like you were sprinting back, so at a leisurely pace, it'd be 20, 30 minutes. It's a pretty big city.
So, both ways or one way?
Oh, just one way. Okay.
So, Kasumi, you didn't happen to notice if Vanira or Pez were up already, did you?
Not that I heard. I was
Have you
tired.
checked under the
We're
table?
starfishing.
I was tired, so I came straight downstairs because I really needed some hot tea. So here I am.
You just see behind her, she's talking, the little tea weirds just kind of dancing in the cup.
We'll never get used to that. You drink that?
Yeah.
You drink the creature.
No. I drink the tea from the creature.
And you don't wonder how it's made raw, huh?
I know it tastes good.
Never just kind of pondered there on the... What was it called again?
Tea weird?
Yes, the weird. Where the tea comes from the weird?
It's magic? I cast Identify on it before I used it, first and foremost, so I know it's completely safe.
No. I never said it was dangerous. It's just, if I have to compare creatures, I mean, how do you produce water?
I don't like where this conversation's going.
Well, you might not like where it's going, but if you really think about it, if you drink water and then you make water, you are.
A tube.
She just she doesn't say anything. She just blankly stares at you and just blinks a couple times. She turns around, grabs her cup, and cups it up to her. I'm going upstairs. Turns around and walks away.
Brick comes down and says, I found it!
Okay, good.
Okay, good. You have fun with that.
Father, what did you do?
I made a observation, and Kasumi did not like the observation. She has a little tea thing, and for people or creatures, if you drink liquids, you make liquids by going to the bathroom.
Why are we talking about this?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you downstairs yet?
Fucking weird.
I couldn't have one of the others named me, and he puts the sword in his belt.
So, in the upstairs, just remember the layout. Like, if you go up the stairs, there's doorways to either side, and there's the end of the hallway, correct?
Yes, I have the layout somewhere. Oh, actually, it's right here. Hold on. Let me post that to the group again, just so that you guys have it.
I don't think we pinned it last time. Okay.
I think you might have just...
Ooh. I've never seen this.
Have you not?
Oh.
Really?
It's been a while. I vaguely recall this, but it's been a while.
Okay. The upstairs.
Fine.
Okay. So yeah, I know Kasumi set up her little altar somewhere in the hallway close to the stairs.
Right. So if you're looking at that image, on the left side between the library and the little tiny room, that's where your altar is.
Okay. Kasumi's just gonna be sitting at her altar drinking her tea.
Okay. So Kasumi has gone upstairs and has just blocked out the world, aka Zaan. So Pez and Vanera, are you guys sleeping in? Are you doing anything this morning? Pez, are you still under the table, or did you pick a room?
Oh no, I'm still at the table. I heard all this. I'm just hiding here. My hat over face, just dying of secondhand embarrassment.
You know how some people wake up and they're backwards in their bed and their sheets are all around them weird? Pez is just in the legs of a chair, just fucking...
It's comfy.
The frills still flowing.
I've gotten used to them.
I'm up and about.
Okay. As all of you awaken and you begin discussing food and breakfast and whatnot, there's a sharp series of knocks on your door.
Ah! Scheiße.
Brick goes over and opens the door.
You open the door and there seems to be a very prim and sharply dressed man. Not of the super nobility sort, but very well off, but also seems not flowy or anything. It's all very kind of almost form-fitting clothing. And as soon as you open the door, he kind of flinches back and reaches into a satchel and holds out an envelope. To the Tempests. Good day. And he just takes off.
Uh-oh.
I stick my head out the door. Huh.
Who was that?
I don't know. We have a letter.
You just got a letter. You just got a letter.
I look down. It's probably the size of a Post-it note in my hand. You open it.
Who'd you hand it
Who you
to?
handed it to?
Zaan, because I don't see Pez, I'm guessing.
Well, you hear the voice. You hear the voice from under the table. We just got a letter.
It doesn't even faze me at this point.
So I'll get it and work on opening the letter.
The letter is actually an invitation saying that you are cordially invited to a dinner with the royal family on the 5th of Iskali.
Which is...
2 days from now. You were currently on the 3rd.
Way to date the episode with it
10
being
days before the
February
wedding.
3rd.
So, is there an address on it?
A big building.
Fucking castle!
I'm aware there's a castle. I didn't know if we were doing the dinner in there, if they had a place that they went to outside of it.
I mean, I'm sure there's a butler.
Would you?
I'm okay. Just open the door. All right, she'll be mad for having dinner on the castle.
I mean, do you like need an address, like a street name? It's 1234 Castle.
I like how all of you are
On
giving
Castle
me
Drive.
shit.
Can that be the title of the episode? 1, 2, 3,
Jotting
4.
it down.
1234 Castle on Castle Drive.
You're all giving me shit. I guarantee you. First
Castle
thing
Court.
you're gonna do is just walk up. Where do we go?
We're here for the dinner.
Oh my god. Anyway. So yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What's happening?
Hey, my character sheet's up.
Hey, look at that. -2.
For how long?
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative. Brick punches on in the face.
Take a screenshot quick.
That's actually a really good idea. Windows Shift S. Hit it.
I would highly recommend downloading.
How?
If you click up where it says manage, export to PDF, and then click to download. I'm actually doing it for all of you as well, just in case.
Yeah, do that because I don't see a manage.
Got it.
Up by your
It's
name
next
in the
to your
top
name.
left.
Oh, thank you.
Nope, mine won't even let me. Mine can't let me download it. It just crashed.
Oh. Quickly add.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yours crashed for me too.
It don't like you.
I
Nope, I can't even get back into her.
Oop, oop, oop. Ah, damn it.
Windows Shift S. Linear, I got you. Let me Control V. There you go.
I got mine.
Same.
Woo!
All right, crisis partially averted. So, the messenger is left, and he seems to have be making other stops as he sprints away from your mobile home. Maybe running a little bit faster than normal because he wasn't expecting Brick to open the door. But he does seem to stop at another home, knock, and wait. But you shut the door, see the invitation that the dinner will be 2 days from now. So, the day is still yours. The fog seems to be very slowly lifting, but it's still hanging about brick height.
So I can't see.
Well, you can. You're short.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's go
Anybody-
shopping.
I'd like to get breakfast first, but if we want to go shopping first, that's fine, I guess.
I thought we went shopping yesterday.
I mean, look around us. We can go shopping everywhere. We can also talk to the boat people and see how much a boat is and if we can get the cart on the boat. Boat cart.
Yes, it is a good point.
I thought we were leaving the cart here with Ferb.
I will eat you.
That's also a good option. Not the eat part, the leave the cart here part.
I would honestly like to see you try.
I go for an ankle.
Make an unarmed
Imagine-
attack.
I just see Pez's big stupid face.
I got a natural 20. 24.
Roll damage and make it piercing.
I cast shield.
It's a natural 20. Fuck you.
Oh, yeah, natural
Damn
20.
it. Fucking a good bludgeoning. 3.
Ooh, ow. For what?
Wait, what?
4.
So 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
Take
As
that.
he's gnawing on my leg, I punt him.
Roll an attack.
Am I technically, like, grappling his ankle?
You roll to grapple him.
Yeah, you roll to bite, not grapple.
That's fair.
20.
I've walked down the stairs
Something.
to this commotion.
20 something. Does it hit?
23.
No, because my armor class is 16.
Okay. So, Vanera, as you come downstairs, the first thing you see is Pez is latched onto Brick's ankle, and Brick, just who hadn't shut the door yet, just kicks, and Pez goes, whoo, out the door.
Now, I just
Brick,
want you to
roll
point
some
this-
bludgeoning damage for me, please, for your
Wanna
your
point
basic
this out?
unarmed attack.
Unarmed attack is only 5.
So you take 5 bludgeoning damage as you go sailing out the door and tumble across the cobblestones.
I'm gonna look at Vanera. I know, I'm surprised it's not me doing it either.
Yeah, for once he had nothing to do with it.
Pez, are you okay?
You were really quiet, I didn't hear that.
Brother.
Oh. Go on.
Anyway, shoot. I'm in the
Shoot,
middle of
shoot.
something.
Shoot. Go on. Go away. And it's still there.
Yeah, I'm okay. For the most part.
So, do we want to get breakfast? Or go shopping after? Or go shopping and then get breakfast? Or are we going to play Punt the Kobold all morning?
This sounds
Just
fun.
wiping some slobber off of his foot.
Tempted to be like Austin Powers.
What?
Is he reading a fortune cookie?
It is time to go! I hope you are done with your beard.
Okay. And then she makes her way down.
Okay. So you all finally gather around. Where are you heading?
Do we want to get breakfast first? Do we want to go to... I have one thing I want to do today, but it is a very quick task. Did we need to do anything else?
Kasumi and I need to go pick up her dress, and you guys need to get fitted for things for the dinner party.
No, I don't.
Yeah, yes,
you do.
No, I don't.
I would be fine for having breakfast beforehand, though. That would be fine.
So, your fans? Zaan's gonna start walking to the door. Just start going.
Okay. Well, as you get around to look at Fern's place, the front door is closed. There are no patrons sitting out front, and the lights appear to be off on the interior.
To the back
Is
way!
it the weekend? Is it the weekend?
Is it Sunday?
This is peculiar. Perhaps he is on an errand?
Maybe?
Well... Wait. Oh, 1 second. I have my character page. Do I have the spell? Do I have the spell? Do I have the spell? Blah, 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 blah. Damn, that's an object. I don't know of an object. Well, I'm out of options. So, I guess it is, shopping first. And if we pass someplace that is good, we can get food on the way there or back.
You know a pastry.
I was gonna say, Kayla knows a place.
know of a pastry.
Or Vanera, sorry. So what's the plan?
Okay, onward, let's go. And Kasumi walks back and starts pushing Brick.
Actually, as you turn around to like push me out of the way, you see I'm hanging in midair with the immovable rod because I got bored.
You actually raise the rod, push the button, nothing happens.
Click, 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 click.
Nothing happens. It keeps moving.
Can I see that stick?
I hand it over.
Oh no.
Click.
Nothing happens.
I yeet it behind me.
Rick, go get the stick. Yeah, is it getting a refund? Or I'm burning somebody's house down.
I like dejectedly walk over and get the stick.
Can we play fetch another time? We've got places to go.
But we
was
need
just
the
about
Rick's
item.
shoulders slump even more.
Right, but Rick gets the stick. Let us go.
Look, I woke up and chose violence today. The chair was angry.
Alright, well, I'm gonna follow Kasumi after I wait 2 seconds for Brick to go grab the immovable rod that doesn't fucking work.
Yeah, we probably should have tested that before we walked out.
Why don't you cast it? Or wait, can you ritually cast something while walking?
I don't know, DM, can I?
I'll hold his hand.
Make a concentration check with disadvantage.
Okay, not great. 15.
15 is
Concentration's
just
like
what you
+9.
needed. There are a few times where you almost lose concentration when someone's like about to bump into you, but Zaan is there to kind of like shuffle you to the side so you don't accidentally bump into someone. But with your general robotiness and you can just sort of like set your legs to automatically walk kind of shit, you're able to cast Identify. Roughly, you guys said you were heading to the bakery, is that correct?
I was following Kasumi. I don't know where we're going.
Right, so where were you guys wanting to go? Where were you going, to the wooden paddle again?
Is it on the way to the tailor?
Ish. The wooden paddle was in the Cobble district. The tailor was in the Grove district.
We can stop there. It's on the way.
Okay. I would say that like by the time you get to the wooden paddle, they all go inside, and Zaan just sort of like positions you in the doorway, and she's like, "Stay." So as they are going inside, you're still woo. So we'll, as you're finishing up that, the rest of you go inside the wooden paddle, and as you had seen in there before, you see the tiny rotund Tabaxi behind the counter, and he sees you all come in. Well, he sees the ones that he had seen before. He hadn't seen Zaan before, and he goes, "Ha! Welcome, welcome! Good morning. Back again so soon, I see. Yes. What can I get you?"
I've never been here before. I do not know what you have other than the standards.
"Oh, well, I have something new because of, And he kind of, like, looks over at Kasumi. He's like, "That young lady there."
Mm-hmm. So, that new thing would be...
He was kind of, like, ogling Kasumi for a minute and goes, "Oh, yes, cheese baked on top of bread."
Don's gonna kind of just look at him, like... Really?
"Don't knock it till you try it."
It is
Very yummy.
wonderful.
I have had.
First
would
of its
love-
kind.
I would disagree with that wholeheartedly, but I would still probably enjoy trying it nonetheless.
A good choice. Just that?
I'm actually looking for something interesting. It's more of like a down south kind of thing. You ever heard of like grasshopper bark?
No.
Well, it's not like what you think. It's not bugs, although bugs would be nice. It's actually like a chocolate. Do you even know what chocolate is?
He kind of looks at you for a second and just slowly looks to his right, where there's like chocolate glazed everything and little bars, and he goes, "Nope, never heard of it."
Well, chocolate comes from
Pez!
out what?
You see him slowly
being
reaching behind
sarcastic.
himself where the wooden paddle is hanging on the wall.
Anyway,
It's being sarcastic.
would you be able to combine some chocolate with some like mint flavors?
I mean, yeah, there's some in the case there if you want
I'll
it.
take 20.
Oh, I haven't prepared 20. I can. Like,
How
That's a
many have
shame.
you prepared?
they're not terribly popular, but there's maybe 10 squares of it.
I'll take them.
Okay. Then he tops down off his stool, and he's just completely... Zaan, you see him just completely disappear behind the counter. Like, he was definitely standing on something to see over it. And you just see the top of his poofy little hat, like, over the bar, or the counter, as he goes.
Already
and
short.
Yeah, he's very short. So
I'm
he-
already
Yeah.
short too.
So he goes in, and he's starting to pull him out, and you hear him call up, "And what for the rest of you?"
Cream puff, please.
Ah, yes.
Do you have any like fruit breads?
Fruit bread. You might need to be a bit more specific. We've got the jam filled, we've got the fruits baked in.
Right.
Fruit baked in.
Fruit baked in. Excellent choice. And you can see him just, the hat's moving back and forth behind the counter. He's just like collecting all the things. So Zaan is getting a cheese loaf. Pez is getting his
Right.
minty chocolate.
What kind of fruits are in the baked things?
You see him pause for a second as he's getting the cream puffs into the... he's only getting like a few this time because it's already kind of filling up the container quite a bit. He sets the...
You limit me on cream puffs?
As he's sitting the thing down, he goes, "Well, how many do you want then?" "And see here, I was giving you 3. And he takes one back out and hops down and puts it back. And as he's doing that, he replies to you, Zaan. "Well, we've got the standard raspberry, strawberry, elderberry. Occasionally we're able to get blackberries, but they're a bit rare."
The strawberries work perfectly well. Can I have one of those, please?
"Okay." And you see the hat just bobbing all around the back, and eventually he gets like some jelly-filled donuts, the cream puffs, the cheesy loaf, the minty chocolates, and it just all in this one container, parted with little thin pieces of paper to keep them from cross-contaminating. It smells divine. Anything else that you lot are looking for?
Weird question. Do you have anything magical?
My chocolates.
That's fair.
No, I don't deal in the magical artifacts. My cousin, otherwise, he might have a few things.
Cousin look like you?
Yeah. Shorter, browner, angrier.
What does he do? And where is he?
He's the owner up at the stabbing block.
Admiral Block. Wait, that... Oh. I don't want to say bad things.
No, it's okay.
very
He's a
dumb.
bit of a dick.
Ah, yes. He's not a bad man. He's just... doesn't seem very personable. He's very dedicated to his work, though.
Bit short-tempered.
His family.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with that. I know plenty of people who have not good people skills. And just not nice people.
Well, in any case, got a bit of a line behind you. This will cost you about a silver.
I'll give him a silver. I'll give him 2 silver, because I can.
Oh, very kind of you. Definitely look forward to seeing you lot soon. Maybe if you're still in town anyhow. Enjoy your day. Come on, next. Brick, as this is happening, you finish casting Identify. And you see that what you have is called a movable rod.
How
And
much
there,
did you pay
there
for
is
that?
nothing
20.
else to speak of it.
2,500.
Got fucking bamboozled.
Zaan's gonna just
Hard.
walk up to Brick, who probably has a very sour look on his face. Is everything okay?
Want chocolate?
Brick.
I just
We
hand
get
it
to
to
burn
him.
So we get to burn a house down today, don't we?
Well, let's not be that violent.
Little man, you spent 2,500 gold on that item.
I will have my revenge.
I'm sure we could just ask for a refund. The guys seem very reasonable.
Yeah. Well, let's go do your pick up clothes thing, and then I will angrily talk to him.
I could just see him seething.
This is great. We should fuck with Brick more.
Oh, this is not Brick. This is just me.
Are you gonna do anything with that there, a stick?
You dangled one of my favorite magic items in front of me, and then you took it away. You bastard.
Technically, the item was never in front of you. I said that's a movable rod, and you just latched onto something else.
Did. You did. You. Like that.
Yep.
You didn't ask what it did. You didn't ask for clarification. You just said, "I'll take it."
If we can't get a refund on that there stick,
He burned his house down!
Well, no, well, not only that, but Hamburger does need a new chew toy.
That facts?
I don't preferably want to go back in that building.
I will go.
You can stay
Oh,
outside
oh.
if you want.
Okay. I just, he just gave me really weird vibes. I didn't
Oh.
like him.
Us as well. But I will have my revenge.
I mean, he's an old guy, so old people are kind of weird.
Yeah.
Wait. What else did we get from him?
I didn't buy anything from him.
Rick? What else did we get from him?
Did you not
You
take
got
notes?
something.
I can't remember if I put it in my bag. I couldn't remember who I gave it to. I thought Brick had them both.
I just have the immovable rod. Or, sorry, the movable.
Oh, boots of So, DM, I do have a question for you. I actually have the name of that rod written down, and it's not what you said. The Rod of Unmoving.
That is not what I said.
But we have the Boots of Teleportation, and I have the Rod of Unmoving. Don't know why I would write that down. I've never heard of it before, but...
Would you like to test those boots to see if they actually work? We have to take a couple hours to get
Let us,
moving.
we'll just do the clothing stuff, and we will test the boots out later.
Okay,
Okay.
chocolate, please.
Pez is making grabby hands for his chocolate in the box. All right, so you all walk on and head down into the grove towards the perfect cut. You arrive up to the door and you give it a little bit of a knock, and you hear a voice within say, "Come on in." You open the door, and for the two of you that hadn't been in there before, there's clothing on racks and just very flamboyant, feathery, bright colors, shimmering designs, and you see the very effeminate tailor just light up as he sees all of you come in. He goes, "Ah, good morning, welcome back. I was hoping you'd be here so early. I'm so excited. I burned the midnight oil, and Kasumi, my dear, it's ready. It's glorious."
I love him.
I'm excited.
Come. And he like beckons you on into the back room.
Okay.
Just completely ignoring the rest of you.
She bolts.
So he leads you back into the back, and he has in a kind of very like loosely wrapped cloth sort of covering, and he hands it to you and goes, "You could use the changing room right there. I'll be out front." And he just kind of like claps and walks back out. So as she is trying that on, you see him come back out, and he just looks happy as ever. And I see a few new faces today. More customers or just stragglers?
More customers. They need clothes.
Yes, they need clothes too.
Oh, do
No.
tell.
This is a fashion emergency.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You need to look nice for the king.
I'm wearing my armor.
You're not
You
wearing your
hear
armor.
You hear Kasumi shout, "Yes!"
At this point, you've kind of seen Sorrentino just look back and forth between Vanera and Brick as this happens, and Kasumi shouts, he goes, "Oh!"
Zaan's gonna, like... if I look around, do I see even something remotely close to what Zaan would wear?
Hell no. Not on display.
Display.
So it seems we have a couple of prudes to work with. So there's nothing you see on the shelves here, but I can always make something custom if you wish and want to be boring.
We do have 2 days now. You have time to,
Oh.
do something.
Well, that's a decent time frame, considering it's not too extravagant. I can't pull all-nighters.
I'm from Rokasin. I wear Rokasin garb, regardless of where it is made.
Furs? I can deal with furs. You seem bloodthirsty, yes?
Zaan's gonna try not to laugh really fucking hard.
Make a deception check to see if you can successfully hide it.
Okay, 1 second.
Where's deception? Up to? Oh gosh, it wasn't good as 7.
7. You in your brain, you're just like, yeah, not letting it through, but you're just like,
I do not know what you're talking about, Sam. Perfectly normal.
he's already starting to kind of pace around you. It's like, no offense, it wouldn't take too much fabric, but I can make you look very much a warlord if you wish.
I'm afraid to ask this question, but what colors would you suggest for a warlord?
Well, if you're speaking of furs and leathers, I could avoid dyeing them and leave them the standard browns and blacks. Get a bit of white fur on the collar.
Say, he's walking past me with all the white fur all over my shit, right?
Well, you know, he's just sort of speaking aloud and probably thinking of what he has on him in such a short time frame.
I know that it is probably, as he looks around the room, out of your ideal comfort zone, but I would greatly appreciate something in the leathers and whatever furs you have. If you have white, that is good, but I'm okay with any of those.
Do you have colors you would prefer?
I'm not picky when it comes to leather, so to be completely honest, brown's of any color, fine, as long as it looks good.
And the fur?
Do you have a suggestion?
Well, I've already said white, my boy.
That works.
I will see what I can do. And he's already, like, as he says that, he goes and looks at Brick, and he's looking at your spiffy armor and the vines, and he kind of, like, reaches for one and lifts it and lets it fall and goes, interesting.
I have a suggestion for Mr. Brick over there.
Oh, do tell, Pez, my dear. What do you suggest?
What if you, like, you see that cute little scarf that he has on?
Oh, it's hard to miss.
What if you, like, extend that into, like, a shoulder cape?
Honestly, the only thing that was really striking my fancy was adding some flowers around the vines, but that could be not bad.
What kind of flowers would you suggest?
Oh, I don't know. Anything I have on hand. Lilies, maybe. A daffodil here, there. Something pinkish red, maybe. It is a vine,
What?
after all.
What about roses?
Well, roses don't grow on vines.
They don't, but with a cape and roses, be irresistible towards the ladies.
You are silent, big man. No comment. Do I have free reign?
Yes.
If I wear a cape and some flowers, do I have to put on anything else?
You're not gonna walk in naked.
I'm not naked. I have my armor.
You're not gonna wear your armor.
I mean, to be fair, can he even really take it off? Isn't it, like, inside of him?
Technically, it's grafted to me.
You're naked.
I am a mechanical, magical construct. I don't need clothes.
You do need clothing.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna present you to the king naked.
I'm not naked. I have armor.
It's not the same thing.
Children, please, do not argue. It is a normal thing for the dignitaries and emissaries to come in their, oh, how you say, ceremonial garb. We can give them a nice shoulder cape. It'll look fine. I'll come up with something. Kasumi, how are you? And you have put it on so far, and I can either describe it just to you or let you come out and kind of do it for everyone.
Oh, explains a lot.
I'm gonna let you describe it.
Okay, so Kasumi comes out, and she is in this very elegant, very traditional kimono. It's got the big bow on the back right above the base of her tails. It's it seems to fade from a deep purple to a light pink out to the edges, and you've got the long sleeves that kind of drape down a decent ways, and as she's moving, you see the print that's on it looks to be one of the, like, cherry blossom trees. The petals on it seem to be moving as she does and seem to be trailing down as if they're falling off the branches itself. And when it reaches the edges, you see that they actually seem to come off the clothing and leave a little bit of a trail before slowly fading away. So the tree is almost shedding its leaves from the clothing onto the ground, and then they just sort of like...
Well, that is impressive.
She just starts doing twirls.
There is a showering of petals as she spins.
What is this gentleman's name again? My apologies. I completely spaced.
Sorrentino.
I don't know how you do this, but I love it.
Tricks of the trade.
She sits there and, like, wiggles her floppy sleeves around a little bit. She's like, I'm happy.
Sorrentino,
Yes, dear boy.
you familiar with snow?
Don't get much snow in these lands, but I know of it. I've been to the mountains a few times.
Can you do something flary with snow?
I don't see why not.
Have fun with it. That is my only requirement.
I will see what I can do.
Thank you.
Well, it seems I have work to do and a very short amount of time to do it in. So, Where might you be staying if I wish to contact you for either payment or delivery? Or will you just check back in the morning?
Inquire us before we come to see you. We are right outside of the Magic Bean. in the, Royal
Yes.
District.
That is correct. I remember now. Very well. I have some work to do. So, I will bid you all adieu, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
And you
I
see
think
that he
this-
actually looks excited again. Like he seemed to be very like dour, like ugh, gonna have to do normal clothing. But you've given him another challenge.
Auf Wiedersehen.
So you
Walk
all
outside.
leave Sorrentino's.
Pat Brick on the back. It will be okay. You will be just fine with the cape.
I actually don't remember. Did he charge you guys for your clothes already? Okay, Vanira's nodding yes. So, all right. So,
I lost money.
you all leave the perfect cut. What's the next course of action?
So, I was about to say, isn't the magic gentleman's place around here?
I know it's in the area.
Trying to remember. I know it's in the Grove District. I just can't remember exactly where. I think that building's it right there.
Well, you can make an investigation check to see if you can find it again.
Yeah, sure. Investigation. Not very good on the pluses, but 13. And yeah,
13?
plus 1. Yeah.
I would say it would take you a couple hours of wandering around, but you would eventually come to find that black and charred door with the two little slats on it.
So, does anybody want to not go inside?
I am not going back in there.
I mean,
I'll go in.
Vanera, are you coming in?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you want to be out here alone, Kasumi?
I could manage. How tall is this roof?
Looks to be like a standard two-story building.
Could I potentially are there any roof awnings on the lower level or?
I see what you're getting at. Make an acrobatics check for me.
Okay. She is going into fox form before she does this.
If you go into fox form, then no. You wouldn't be able to jump that high.
I could eat her.
Okay.
Yeah, Pez could eat her.
Okay. So with that knowledge, then no, she wouldn't be, and she'll get up there. Acrobatics. Now that my character sheet is working. Maybe.
The beyond is kind of annoying.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, you have a +8.
Natural 20!
Natural 20. As you give the affirmative, like, no, I'm not going in there. You basically just, grab the ledge, whoop, and you're up on the roof. No problem whatsoever.
I go into fox form and just, wiggle myself there.
She just...
I just sit.
Kasumi finds the perfect spot in the clay-tiled roof and just loafs the shit out of it.
Oh, you are just going to sit on the roof up there, huh?
Yep. She
You just-
does an accepting chirp response.
Well, I can say that I'm not surprised. Okay, Brick. The door requires knocking on. Couldn't hear
Okay.
any of that, but
Brick gives the door a good old knocking. There's There's a bit of a pause. It's maybe a minute before the top slat opens up. You just hear, "What do you want?"
Do you have magic items for sale?
Maybe.
Boy, we're here to buy, aren't we?
That
We
would
were
be true.
here to buy yesterday.
Maybe we have more money.
Well, that was quick. Okay. Slams the thing shut. You hear the door opens.
Walk in.
Okay, all
Follow
four of
after.
you enter the blackened, charred, smoke-smelling interior. The door shuts behind you again. You standing there. He's looking at all four of you. Where'd you come from?
Harpermere.
Oh, all right. He goes over, grabs one of the doorknobs, opens it. Oh, come on.
Walk
He's
in.
inside.
Can I put on my anti-disguise goggles?
You can.
Okay.
Do they work?
You see no change. So, as you head inside, you see quite a few workshops or work tables. It's relatively tidy and very well lit. The smells inside, they kind of vary depending on where you're standing. In one space, you may smell a little bit more sulfur. In another place, it may be a bit more floral. You see and hear some things bubbling in the distance. And as he's waiting for you all to come in so he can shut the door, you hear something, particularly that little like pop noise and then a sizzling sound, and goes, "Oh, shit!" And he like hobbles past you, and he has like some sort of cloth, and he starts wiping out one of his tables, and you see the rack starts like, "Ah!" And he looks around like frantically and just like throws it on the dirt floor, just starts stamping on it, and his shoe starts to smoke. He's like, "Ah, fuck!" Takes that off and throws it across the room. Meh. Okay.
Is the room different than what has?
And what we
The room is what Vanera, Kasumi, and Pez recall. Zaan, this is not the room that you were in. Brick, same for you, sorry.
And
This is a completely different room from what you were in before.
It
This
just
is-
looks like a room through my anti-disguise eyes.
Yes.
This room is very different since the one we were in before.
Eh? And you kind of like looking around. Well, I don't remember moving anything. I didn't remodel.
Are there more than one of you?
Kind of pats himself down. I hope not. Well, you're asking all these questions. You said you're in here to buy what you want. I've got potions, scrolls.
Well, first things first, I take out the rod, put it on the table. I want a refund. Please.
And he looks at the rod and looks at you. What for?
It is not what I thought it was.
It's not anything.
What? I don't know what to tell you. That's a shame. You said you wanted the movable rod, so I sold you the movable rod.
I thought I heard you say immovable.
Clean out your fucking ears.
I am asking very politely.
If you cannot
And-
get a refund, is there an items that you can possibly trade it for, since the item is practically worthless and we paid 2,500 gold for it?
No. Honestly, that thing's been on my shelf for decades. No one's ever bought it before. I wasn't about to say no. I thought it was a bit weird you wanted it, really.
Which shelf did it come from?
Over there.
I kind of just look at Zaan. Well, I tried to be polite.
It is your rod and your decision.
Just let's try not to go to jail, or whatever is equal to jail up here north.
Are you here to buy
Look at
anything or
Brick.
not?
Because if not, get out.
I'll buy something if I get my money back.
Then get out.
I'm just staring at Brick, seeing what's he gonna do.
I'm staying out.
I'll just look at him and like, you're the one who wanted to burn something down today.
Yes, but that's the outside, not the inside.
He's just staring at Brick.
Tick tock.
How about this? How about this? We're an adventuring party. You're an old man in a house that doesn't look like he gets out much. Is there anything you need done or retrieved that I can get my money back?
Nope. Now, are you going to waste me time further, or do you want to buy some scrolls, potions, ingredients?
Can I cast detect thoughts on him?
Oh boy, this is gonna turn up bad.
You can certainly try.
Here we go again!
Yeah. It's at will.
Let me read the thingy real quick just to make sure.
Well, we might have had a fight before, but we might be fighting now.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah, so you cast a spell. And it lasts for... Actually, I need you to make a sleight of hand check, since it is verbals and somatic.
Get advantage because my frills are all
No. Well, actually, no, I will give you advantage because he is so focused on Brick.
Oh, okay. Let's. 19.
Ooh. 19. Let me get one of my good dice.
No, we need that dice.
No.
Would you say 19?
19.
Oh
You
no.
got one, didn't you?
We're about to be in a fight.
No.
I rolled an 18 and I don't have stats for this guy, so I have no modifiers for him.
Oh! On a technicality.
On a technicality. So yeah, you kind of behind you're like, and you cast the detect pot spell.
Too much cream in that puff?
Bless you.
He's kind of looking at you like, "Bleh." you hear in his thoughts like,
I don't want to get sick.
I'm not probing for anything. Like, I'm not deep diving. I'm just base
surface level.
Seeing,
Okay.
Seeing if something just like weird makes its way through while he's talking to Brick.
So then let's continue since you cast this after the fact. He's still staring at Brick after that little hacking fit you had. And he's like, you just hear like,
Gonna give him about 30 seconds before I kick his ass.
Can't hear this. We're still talking.
Finnear goes into another coughing fit.
So, are you buying anything? Or are you just gonna bitch about your poor purchase?
What race is he again?
He just looks like a human.
Oh.
Just an old crotchety man.
Just turn to the rest of them. Y'all want anything from this shit old man?
Hey,
mean,
I
to be
sell
fair-
top quality potions and scrolls. And ingredients.
So then what about the rod? That's not a potion or an ingredient or nothing.
Or the swords.
Or the swords, yeah. I heard that there were weapons here. Where are the weapons?
But I don't know where you heard that from.
Vanera. I mean,
Vanera, you hear in his brain just this taunting, like,
Heh, shouldn't have fucking pissed me off.
If only I had Zone of Truth.
Checking.
I'm still waiting for an answer from the rest of them.
oh,
Daylight.
yeah.
Oh god.
Sorry, so he just says,
Well, I don't have to answer you. All I'm asking
No,
you...
I'm
I'm
an
sorry.
answer from
Sorry.
them.
I didn't hear
Oh,
you,
they wanted to
sorry.
buy anything.
I mean, hell, if you won't show me the weapons, then I won't, I don't know, potentially sell you one of my weapons that you've probably never seen.
Not really in the market for weapons.
I don't know.
Again, I don't know how many times I have to say that I have potions, I have spell scrolls, and I have ingredients for things.
Well,
Eh?
if the rod is any indicator of the quality of the product that you sell, then I don't know if it's even worth purchasing.
Then why'd you come back? You said you wanted to buy stuff.
I did not say anything of the sort.
They did.
He did.
I lied. I just wanted to see if you were a good person. Now I walk out.
Okay.
And he snaps his fingers.
Oh shit.
Brick disappears.
Oh!
And he looks at the rest of you.
So, gonna buy anything?
I'm gonna
Do I
reach for
hear
my
anything?
gun.
You hear,
Okay, goodbye.
Okay,
DM?
I'm slowly reaching for my gun.
DM. I'm gonna snap my fingers.
what are you doing?
I'm snacking my fingers and casting banish.
Okay.
Will his concentration be broken by casting Banish?
Banish on a banishment?
Or if he casts something else besides Banish, who knows?
Maybe just casted die.
just die.
Die.
Okay, let me see. Okay, so you immediately start to attempt to cast the spell, and he goes,
Nope.
waves his hand, and the spell dissipates from your fingers, and he goes,
Okay, goodbye.
Zaan disappears.
Okay.
I'm going to draw my gun
Up, 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 up.
and where are they?
Oh, I just sent him outside.
Oh, just outside?
Yeah. You said you were a Harpamere, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, yes. They should be outside.
Should be. Where else would you have sent them?
Ah. Yes.
There's no difference in his surface thoughts. He's just kind of like, yeah.
What are you like? What?
I sell potions, scrolls, and ingredients. You ask me that one more time and you're gone too, mister.
You have any dog treats?
No, those are mine.
I walk out.
Thank you. Sorry we wasted your time. And she's going to pass him 5 gold.
Oh. Wait, what? 1 second.
He takes the gold, and he kind of goes back to the back and back over and goes,
You were nice to me.
hands you a potion filled with red liquid. It's a potion of healing.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, dearie. Mind as you're walking outside, I might have gotten the height a little off.
Okay.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Sorry about your friends. Have a good day.
Okay, bye.
Zaan and Brick, I need you both to make dexterity saving throws.
If Are we? I'm guessing we're falling.
I need you to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay. I was gonna cast Misty. Damn it.
DMS
on
of
the roof.
13,
No,
and I need to know if it fails.
just fail.
Raining man.
But by
Sorry.
the way, Kasumi was getting warm, so she's partially like dozing off, and like she rolled over with her tummy in the
So what did you roll, Brick?
I failed. There's no way.
Okay, and Zaan?
13, and I need to know if it fails.
Okay, so both of you.
Okay.
Well, Brick first appears in the air. Kasumi, you're lounging on your back. You hear a popping sound, and Brick just boom falls from about your eye height to the ground. You only take 2 points of bludgeoning damage because you basically just fell off like a one-story rooftop onto your back.
Right.
And a few seconds later, Zaan, you appear in roughly the same space.
If I fail this, I can use my reaction to use my lucky footwork and add a d4 to that result, which was a 3, so it's a 16 now. If it was a fail.
Okay, so you appear, and you have enough time to realize that you're falling, and sort of twist your little bunny butt around. You still land on Brick, but no more damage is dealt from that. But yeah,
All right,
Kasumi, you're lounging on the roof, just enjoying life, and then just you see your friends just. And then a few seconds later, as they're kind of picking themselves off the ground, you hear that of the door opening. And Pez and Vanera step out from the shop.
all the fur on the back of Kasumi is standing straight up. She's startled awake.
And for the record, he cast Counterspell on you, Zaan.
That just automatically happens?
Mm-hmm. I rolled very fucking high.
Oh, I didn't know that it was a roll or anything like that. Okay.
Well, for your banishment at level 4, I had to roll higher than what you had. I believe.
I mean,
I'd have to check the spell.
It was a saving. It's a saving throw, but yeah, okay.
Well,
you're not.
I don't know how it's
Counterspell, because it's verbal, semantic, and everything. He saw you starting to cast it, and he just said like, "No," and it's a much faster to cast spell, and it just overwrote yours. And then he said, "Fuck you, get out." Sorry, what were you saying, Pez?
Oh, I just said I crop dusted that place as I was walking out.
Which means you crop dusted Vanera.
Well, I mean,
Vanera, there was a lot more of a sulfur smell than you remember on your way out.
She's at a higher elevation, so.
Hot air rises.
I didn't say that. It was warm.
It's lukewarm.
Mad at me.
Anyway, moving on. So, you're all now back outside of Oscar's place.
Making note versus places. I do have an unending bag of liquor. And a way to start a fire. I said I'd behave. But I'll misbehave when we are leaving.
So, should we interact with that guy, who like waved at us when we first came in here? Because I think I heard Fern talk highly of him.
Well, I need to go to the docks at some point, just to be done with that, and then we can do whatever else you guys want to do. I know that it's only 2 days to the dinner, so I don't know if you want to just relax in the cart for a day or two, and just wait for it to happen, or...
See, why not?
So, that is up to you. If you guys want to do your thing, and I will just meet you back at the cart as soon as I run to the docks. Unless you guys want to come with me.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'll go see this big blue wet thing called the ocean.
It is quite lovely.
I hate it already.
All right.
So, heading straight to the docks, or were you stopping at the carpenter?
Docks.
Straight onto the
that's
docks? Okay. So, as you all head towards the docks, it'll take you a fair little bit of time, but we are going to take a little bit of a break as you head that way. And when we get back, we will circle back to that. So, grab some more drinks, grab a snack, and we'll return shortly. And we are back. So, the party just finished going to the tailors to get their clothing completed and started for the next pair. Then they went and attempted to get a refund from Oscar and were unsuccessful in that endeavor. Upon leaving his establishment, they started to head towards the docks. It would take them a little while to get there, about, I'd say anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, just walking through all the Grove is much more packed with smaller structures, where in the Cobble District and even in the Royal District, the houses are a little bit bigger, more spaced apart, there's more roadway. In the Grove, it's much more compact, so there's a lot more alleyways that you kind of have to navigate your way around through. But essentially, anytime you saw a wall, you just knew to keep kind of going in that particular direction. So eventually, you do reach the docks. You hear the crashing of the ocean onto the beach. You hear the general calls and hawking of sailors as they either prepare to leave to go about their day, or some are just coming in. You can see sails on the horizon. What are you all doing?
So I remember who I bought. Like, there's the little hut that I bought from.
Right, you went to the brine.
From. So, is there another place around other than that, or?
That seemed to have been the only physical structure. The others seem to be makeshift stalls where they're kind of set up next to their ship. So they've basically gone out, gathered their catch, come back in, set up their stall, and they're just trying to like wave people down that are moving across the docks to come and buy their stock.
I walk the docks and see if I see anything that just piques my interest.
Yeah. Are you looking for a particular type of food, or because I think you got lobster and some other stuff before? Are you looking for a similar sort of thing?
Yeah, maybe big fish.
Okay.
As well.
Anyone else looking for anything in particular?
Yes.
Yes. What are you looking for?
I am skimming the area to see if I see anyone that appears to be from Takatari.
Oh, interesting. I need both of you to make perception checks.
I don't remember what my modifier is.
Can I help her? Because we're both kind of looking.
If she expresses her desire of what she's looking for, that you'd be able to help.
Express your desire of what you're looking for.
Smart ass.
I'm trying to find people that look like where I'm from.
Can I help her now?
Yes, you can help her now.
I don't think there's anyone from the Feywild here.
Not that.
Can I?
The 22 DM.
I was gonna say, I'm not a crook.
Can I give her advantage?
Yes, I will give you advantage.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. 21.
Okay. What were you saying to Pez? Vanira? Oh, I thought you called Pez's name.
I think she said yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, as you're all walking along, you see Zaan is stopping at most of the stalls, and he's looking at what they have for their wares. And there's a wide array of different kinds of fish, but he seems to be just looking kind of past all of them. And as you're walking along, Kasumi, you do, with Vanira's help, you do see there is a ship that looks markedly different from the ones around, where the normal ships that you had been seeing have the very square sails, big, white. You see one ship a little bit further down the docks that seems to have more angular rods going through it, and there's like multiple almost like the little like Batwing. I don't know what the sail's called, but it's very much a ship that you recognize from your corner of the world.
We're going there.
Okay. So you all head towards the oddly designed ship. And as you all approach, Zaan, you're starting to lose hope that you're going to find like there's been some decent sized fish, but I'm assuming you're talking about like big, like deep sea sort of fish.
I want the big fish.
The big fish. Okay.
The big
You're kind of starting to lose a little bit of hope. These seem to be the kind of fish that maybe like a mile or two off the coast, not like super super deep fish. They're not bad fish. Like they're very fresh and they're decent variations of species, but not finding too many of the deep sea in this particular part of the docks. As you all go up and approach the Takatari ship, you do see people that are dressed more to Kasumi's style of clothing. They appear to be offloading quite a bit of things. And as you draw even closer, there appears to be a little cart off to the side that has an older human male standing in front of it. And there's just a gaggle of children around him with the parents standing close by, kind of chatting with each other and kind of keeping an eye on them. And you see he has a cart that's just filled with cages.
I would like to go closer.
Same.
I'm going with her.
I mean, we're all going, I thought.
Yeah.
So, yes.
So as you get a little bit closer, you see this gentleman is holding what appears to be, kind of looks like a badger. And he's just kind of like holding it out to the kids, and they're like, ooh, ah, and then he goes and puts it back in the cage, shuts it, and he opens up a taller one and puts on a thick leather glove, and a hawk comes out and lands on his arm, and he starts showing it off, and he's just sort of talking to the kids and just explaining things. And as you get a bit closer, you see that there's a little sign on the cart called Tiny Bites. And it's a fairly sizable cart. It's loaded up with cages. Some of them are empty, but most of them are occupied by critters. They seem to be from all over the world. At the front of the cart, it looks almost like a rickshaw kind of thing. Like there's no animal, but there's a large, fat golem that's just plopped there, unmoving. Not like brick golem, but like a actual normal magical golem. And it's just sitting there in between the little arm yokes and just staring blankly ahead, unmoving.
Hey, Briggs, look, it's your cousin.
As the man gets done showing off the bird, he notices the five of you approach and goes, "Ah, hello there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you here to learn? Are you here to buy?"
One of both, maybe? Kasumi?
I'm curious what you have in those cages.
Oh, I have many, many, many things. Let me send you all what this gentleman looks like. So, he's a fairly jovial, elderly man. He's got a bit of pep in his step. Like while he's later on in his years, he seems to just have a just energy. And he kind of looks at you all and goes, "Well, I suppose it depends on what you're looking to buy. I have the normal menagerie of..." I'm sorry?
A mink. You have a mink.
A mink. Mink. I have a weasel or two, but no, not a mink. I've got normal things: cats, ravens, rats, hawks, little velociraptors. Exotic. Perhaps. What is your intent for for these?
Just a pet, I suppose.
Possibly, yeah. I was about to say, I don't think what you said is for eating.
No, heavens, no, not for eating. It sort of depends. Are you good carers? Have you had Petrified.
Yeah, I miss my Velociraptor, or my Deinonychus, I'm sorry. He's still, kind of in another city, and I can't keep him with me.
Bit of a traveler.
Hamburger.
I'm going to speak up about this because I happen to be the animal kind of person. I think we're all pretty good caregivers, especially me, because I happen to have a velociraptor myself named Hamburger.
And as you say that, Hamburger kind of like, just like sort of puffs up and presents himself.
So yeah, you could say that. We're pretty good. I'm pretty good, but we're pretty good. I make sure that they take care of the animals that we encounter.
So one of you make a persuasion check with advantage, since you're all kind of chiming in and showing off stuff.
My persuasion is poo-poo.
My persuasion is decent. I don't know what your guys' is.
I'm proficient.
Same. So, it's up to you.
That's a +6.
Go ahead.
You said advantage?
Mm-hmm.
23.
Hey.
23. Okay. He kind of looks at you all and sort of scrutinizes you for a bit and goes, okay, just give me a minute. And he kind of looks at it and he's like, sorry, children. Uncle Darvin's got to do a bit of business, so go on with your families. I'll be here for the next couple of days, and I'll show you some more interesting little critters, eh? And they all just kind of like, aww, but they get up and they go to their parents, and they soon clear off, and he goes, okay, so you want interesting breeds.
What is this cart called? Small bites?
Tiny bites.
Tiny bites.
Well, hi, hello, good to meet you. My name's Carl Darvin. I am the owner, purveyor of Tiny Bites. I try to find homes for misplaced tiny critters such as these. Looking at your little friend, you said his name was Hamburger, yes? Hamburger?
Yep.
Well, he looks very well fed, very well looked after. Bit derpy, but that's pretty common for velociraptors. Regardless, we have the normal critters, crabs, cats, badgers, ravens, but you said you wanted more unique creatures. Well, on the higher range, but a little bit more care. I have a pseudo-dragon, a little fairy dragon, a tiny little, very, very, very young griffin. I have a tressum and a very weird thing. I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. And if you're interested in something a bit more, even more unique, it's a bit of a gamble on these ones.
What is it?
Please tell us.
I don't know. That's the problem.
I'm pretty sure
Is it
I
an
can
egg?
identify it.
No. So, and he starts like walking around to the back of the cart. There's I travel the world. I look for these kinds of creatures and to give them a good home. But I was in Romana going along the docks, and from what I was told, there was a ship, and something was being offloaded from the ship. Some kind of magical mumbo jumbo. I don't really know. Anyway, something exploded, and things kind of got over the market area, and well, then these, and he like flips the tarp up, and you see inside these cages are like little tiny dinosaur-shaped fruit things that are just moving around, chomping at each other. Let me start sharing some of these.
Please.
Please. Wish to
Yes.
see.
There's quite a few, so give me just a moment here.
Yes.
Need to see the fleshy tribbles.
Dibs on the griffin.
I dibs on a pseudo-dragon.
I'm interested to see what else he has.
Give me just a moment.
Waiting
Like I
just
said,
a
there
moment.
There are quite a few. Lulu.
Lulu.
But you do see that there are a bunch of different. When you first flips open the tarp, it looks like a food vendor stall. There, it looks like a banana, a watermelon, little veggies, but they all have little tiny arms and like chomping heads.
It's not.
Hang on, there's just a few more. So as he kind of flips them up, he just sort of like puts his hands on his hips and huffs and says, I don't know anything about them. I don't know how long they live, what they eat. They can be a bit nippy at times, but they smell good. I don't know how long they'll live. I just came from the Romana region to hitch a ride on this lovely vessel here, and he points to the Takatari ship. I don't even have words for what these are. They could run out of their magical potential soon. They may last forever. I don't know.
So are these like living critters or just like magically?
You see them moving around in their cages. There's some of them that are similarly specied, I guess, are kind of like in the same containers with each other. But he just kind of shrugs it. I do not know.
Do you mind if I talk to them real quick?
You can try.
I can speak with animals.
You cast Speak with Animals.
Yer.
And all you hear is Hamburger going, something smells good.
But those critters ain't talking.
You hear nothing from them. You hear the little kind of gurgling, chirping from them.
Okay.
But
You hear anything else from the other animals?
oh yeah, he does hear the other cacophony of animals from the other side. There's the birds are saying, you hear them talking about like they're smelling food, they just want to fly. There's other ones that are saying like, I just want to run around, like big stretch.
Well, we'll come back to these things, but where? Side note, I do know where like your mink was from or taken. It was the pirate area, right? Were any of these critters captured around that there pirate area? Insert name here.
Locust. Locust Harbor, was that it?
Map up.
Harbor Mirror. It was Locust Harbor.
I
just was muted. It's high tide.
Oh, thank you.
That's right.
I don't really get around the pirate area. It's not really my kind of thing. I have sold to naval people. I try not to ask for people's affiliations. I don't want to be caught up in that.
Probably a smart move.
Well, for these fine vegetative fruitables, I don't know what they are. About 1,000 gold per piece, per thing.
And how many of them are there?
There's a fair smattering of them, like 2 to 3 per cage. And unfortunately, these are the only ones I was able to capture. A lot of them just sort of ran away.
I mean, not gonna lie, that shrimpy one looks kind of delicious. I mean, useful.
Well, again,
I'm
if
gonna start
none of
looking
these
through the
are-
cages.
I'm gonna start looking while they're doing things. I'm just gonna start looking through the cages.
Okay.
What else does he have? To go along with Zaan.
As far as the fruit ones or the other?
No, what else does he have besides the fruit ones?
Oh, there were the ones that he said before: the pseudo dragon, the fairy dragon, the young griffin, Tressum, and there's a weird sort of blobby looking thing inside of a jar. Then you have some less rare ones. There's like a crab sitting in a little tank. There's a cat. badger, looks like a rat. There's an owl that looks sort of similar to Mortar, but a little bit of a different species. There's the hawk that he showed off. There's a hare. There's a orange fox and a little gaggle of weasels. There's like 3 or 4 of them just kind of balled up together. And it looks like there's another velociraptor in one of the cages. And though they are cages, they are each individually sized to give them a decent amount of space, so they're not like crammed in. There's food and water in there. They all look to be very well taken after.
Hey, Kasum. Oops, sorry.
How much is the griffin?
Oh, the griffin, that'll be about 6,000 gold pieces. Keep in mind, though, they do get kind of big and have a hefty appetite. That one's about to run me out of house and home with how much meat I'm having to buy it.
How big?
That'll get
Like-
big. About a
Like
foot.
Brooklyn big? Like Breed big?
A
Cricket big?
little bit bigger than Breed at the moment.
Oh, it's still like.
It's young.
kitten.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Kasumi. Look, it's our cousins. It's gonna
Oh,
point to the
what?
fox and the hare.
She just looks at him and starts shaking her head.
How much for those there two dragons, like the pseudo dragon and the fairy dragon?
Well, there's a bit of a trick with those ones. They won't just accept anybody. They will cost you about 6,000 gold apiece, but if they don't choose you, there's really nothing I can do.
Can I go up to the fairy dragon and talk to it?
What's the difference between a pseudo dragon and a regular dragon? Like, is there a look difference, a size difference?
They're essentially dragons, but small, and they don't really get bigger.
Okay.
Pseudo dragons also have a stinger.
Yeah. So you wanted to look at the fairy dragon.
Yes, because it's a butterfly.
So you go and look at the fairy dragon, and it's kind of like curled up in one corner and seems to be dozing pretty heavily.
What color is it, by the way?
Good question. Gonna say green. It's kind of actually a very vibrant green with the spines and all being sort of a yellowy tint.
Hey there, little goober. How you doing? How are you being treated?
You kind of see the head lift up and just sort of like huff at you and then roll over and just like super relaxed, like belly up in the air and kind of stretch.
Like, hey now, none of that. Well, are you being taken care of? Like, do you have enough food? Because you have a lot of food.
You see the head just kind of roll over to look at like a little dish filled with like chunks of meat.
I'm going to, instead of using speak with animals, I'm going to talk to it in Draconic. Think you like to go on a couple of adventures? In Draconic.
It kind of lays there for a minute and goes, not really.
Oh, it's pretentious as fuck.
What would convince you to join us? I mean, I'm pretty sure you're not too fond of me, but we do have other magical or people who you could siphon off of.
To be fair, I kind of enjoy traveling with this man for the time being.
Jesus Christ. Just oozing pretentiousness.
Fine.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm missing out on my nap time. You see it roll over and turn its back to you.
Shit. I'm gonna go over to the pseudo dragon.
Okay.
Get it.
And I'm gonna talk to it in Draconic. I think they know Draconic.
Okay.
Hey there, little guy. I'm nervous.
This one is kind of sitting in the back corner, and as you go to speak to it, it kind of launches itself at the bars of the cage. It's like,
Chaotic, like hamburger.
You see it kind of stop and look at you and just like, damn. Trying to make you flinch.
Nope, that ain't gonna happen.
Well, that's a shame.
But, if you would like to come with us, I'm pretty sure there's a couple of people who you could spook.
What's in it for me?
Lots of food, a loving home, little hamburger friend to help keep you entertained.
You kind of see him like shove his head through the bars of the cage. Kind of looks down at Hamburger, tilts his head. It's like, maybe.
Do you have a name?
Hadn't thought of one yet. No one's given me one.
I'm sure we could come up with a name for you.
What do you do?
I look over at everyone. What do we do?
You see Pez and the pseudo dragon's head that's sticking out of the car. The bars both look towards you, or yeah.
What do we do, fearless leader? Opez?
Oh, I'm the.
This is not
I'm the
no.
leader.
Do not encourage his. Do not encourage him. He is not a leader. We are all parts of this, and we are all as much a leader as anyone else.
I didn't see anyone else speaking up.
I believe Pez was trying to answer.
I was like straighten out my vest.
Zaan is doing this while looking at Kasumi, by the way.
Well, as you heard, I am the leader of the group that you see before you, known as the Tempests. Originally, we were a bunch of, well, quote-unquote bounty hunters, way down south. And we do a lot of adventuring, we do a lot of killing. There's a lot of magic involved, and I'm pretty sure you would like some magical things. But, yeah, we could actually use a little buddy to help us out, like scouting things and killing things. There's a lot of food involved, a lot of meat.
Not interested in killing.
Well, I mean, you don't have to kill. Are you interested in guarding things? What interests you?
Quiet place to snuggle down, eating stuff. Gold.
You have a lot of gold.
Make a persuasion check.
10.
10. You see the head sort of slip back between the bars, and he goes and moves back to the center and kind of plops down. He's like, not really interested in the adventure in life. Don't like being told what to do either. Go look here, go do that, blah, 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 blah. The rest of you just kind of see his head sort of bobbing around as he's... Yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, all right. I guess we'll just keep our hoard of gold to ourselves. And I walk away.
Wait.
Well, what?
A horde. And you all just see this head just like wham through the bars. A horde? I can protect a horde.
Oh, aww.
What do you say, guys?
As I speak to the group.
Do you think we could use a living safe?
Are you asking me if I want a dragon to guard my money?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to take money from... Oh, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Have you ever tried to take gold from a dragon?
My sister's a dragon. My whole family were dragons.
A real dragon, not a dragonborn.
Pez has seen dragons, right?
Has he?
No.
So I read about it.
You've read about them.
Well, all I know is that you try to take something from a dragon, you're probably going to lose a finger or a hand or a life.
I'm
Well-
good guarding my own money.
Yeah, who's to say he won't try to take our own hands if we try to go after our own gold that we gave him to protect?
No, that is a fair point. If he does try to attack us, I could just shoot him in the head. Okay, we're not interested.
And I walk away.
I'm gonna reach down into the fruit things and just start picking up the things and kind of looking at them and see how they act.
As Pez walks
I
away,
find the griffin.
okay. I was gonna say, as Pez walks away, you see the dragon's head kind of like dip down, like, oh man, he just pulls his head back in.
I could have had all their money, but no.
Zaan, as you're shuffling through the ones you see, and Veneer, I did hear you. As you're shuffling through all the ones, you see some of the lobstery looking ones, but there's quite a few of them in there, and one of them seems to be a bluish in color.
I want to pick him up. Or it. Sorry, I don't know if it's him or her.
As you pick it up, there's no discernible gender, but it's got little stumpy arms and it's just kind of like...
I'm going to boop its head. How much is these again?
Kind of think along the lines of like the really derpy, cloudy with a chance of meatballs kind of things. Those ones would be about 1,000 gold right there. Yeah, 1,000 gold pieces. And you, young lady, you wanted to take on the challenge of the griffin, yes?
Yes.
Well, that'll be 6,000 gold pieces, and I wish you luck. But I believe in you.
Is there anything I need to know about their temperament? What their favorite food is?
From my understanding, with how young this little one is, so long as you raise it, get it familiar with you and your lovely companions here, you should have a very faithful creature once it gets older. Just be prepared to feed it a lot. It is growing. That beak is sharp. And you kind of see him hold up a hand, and one of his fingers has, like, really bandaged. Tryouts of the trade.
Does it have a collar? Or is it just kind of free?
Well, you could
And
get
it's
a
in
collar.
a cage.
Yeah, getting some sort of collar or thing to make sure it comes back would be... It doesn't have a mother. You would need to imprint on it, but they can be fairly loyal.
Okay.
I could help you out with that too.
That would be nice. I do miss my mate. I will get it.
Yeah, we'll find you, Mink.
I'm sorry to hear of your loss.
Say, random question.
Yes.
Do you have a bear?
This is an odd question.
I'll be honest with you, I don't really get that far north. No offense to any of you that may be around, they scare me.
I'm not just talking about like an owl bear or a platypus bear, just a bear.
Yes, I am familiar with them, and I'm saying that they scare me.
That's fair. I've only read about them. I'm new to the whole mammal thing.
I have seen them.
They are big and fast.
They are very big.
And very hungry, like all the time.
Yes.
Breck,
Yes.
what do you think of this thing? I'm gonna hold the blue lobster thing in his face.
Which one did you pick out again?
You see the one that looks like a bit of a
Literally
shrimp
just
roll? It's that.
the shrimp one.
It's that,
Looks
but
like
blue.
Sashimi.
Ah.
You just sort of see it there. Its hands kind of like.
I turned to look at the pet wrangler. You said you didn't see what happened to these guys, just that it happened and you rounded some of them up.
I heard there was a big explosion. And it happened right before I arrived, and everyone knew me there. They all loved me. And they asked me to wrangle up as many as I could. They were chewing on things. Not doing any damage, just chewing. Kind of, just like, he just kind of holds his hands like, meh, meh, meh.
Do you notice what they eat? Do they even eat?
I have tried so many things. I do not know.
Brooke is going to, gather some magic in his hand as if he was going to cast a spell, but kind of just raw magic and just kind of hold it out to the thing and see if it, reacts.
It sort of looks at your hand. Its mouth slowly opens, and it just kind of like it's not hard. It doesn't hurt. It literally just kind of latches on, just sort of like.
So it's not going for the magic. It's just hand bite.
Pretty much. So far that you can tell, anyway.
I don't feel the magic dissipating or anything. It's still just in my hand.
No.
Is it, what's his name? Carl?
Mm-hmm.
Carl, are they do they like the company of others, or is it just one of them is okay?
Hey, you can buy as many as you want, really.
I don't know if we need to have more than one of those running around.
I'll be quite honest with you. I've only had them for about a week. Or no, maybe a bit more. It's kind of hard to keep track when you're on the ocean. Not long. I haven't really tested or tried much.
I'm taking this one. This is mine now.
Oh, okay.
But I'm paying you, of course, but...
Oh. You kind of see him roll his eyes. Oh, that's a relief.
Speaking of the ocean,
Yes.
you say you travel quite a bit.
To most of the major ports. Except high tide. That place scares me.
Do you know of any ships in this yard that are planning on heading to high tide? Or any that frequent there?
You don't get around much, do you?
Do I look like I get around much? And she's
Well, you seem like you're
slowly
quite a ways from home, but it's still just a confusing question. Pirates don't usually come to Harpermere.
Right.
They tend to
They-
raid their ships and their coastal towns, and they wouldn't just boldly dock you.
Yes,
Well,
right.
Not saying that there'd be pirates here, but I'm sure there's some form of trade, even if it's something as simple as coffee or...
Oh, I'm sure there
Yes.
is, but they don't. At least as far as I've seen, they don't go bragging about it to anyone and anyone that will listen.
Okay, so it sounds like we just need to ask.
Be careful who you ask around, but...
Kind of points over to Zaan as he's saying that.
They don't come here.
Well, yeah, we're just asking if they're planning on going to high tide.
Well, I'm sure there's some lunatics that you could hire a vessel for, but honestly, I just kind of hitch a ride with whoever's going to the next port that I want to visit.
Better. Zaan's gonna... Oh, wait. Zaan's gonna look at the dragon that was sassing Nim. I'm sorry, Pez. And make sure he pulls out...
The pseudo or the fairy?
The pseudo.
It was a fairy dragon that was being all sassy.
Well, I'm sorry, the one that was hoarding.
The one that wanted to hoard the gold, right?
He's gonna look at that dragon, pull out 1,000 gold, and just slowly hand it to him while keeping eye contact with the pseudo dragon.
Oh, for paying for the
yeah
thing. He kind of watches the coin bag be handed off, and then Scott goes, ha! Just like turns around and just like angry plops down like a cat with his back facing the bars of the cage.
I feel good.
Speaking of cats, what species is the Tresson?
That is a great question. It's kind of orange.
Naked chicken.
Do you know if any members that were on the ship with you were they also fishermen?
These ones, no. They were actually coming here with some. I think they had some wood. You know, Takatari. Why am I explaining to you? They had some of their wood products, and they had some of their cloths. I mean, sure, some of them fished on the way over because they were bored, but I don't believe they were fishermen.
All right. Well, I still would like to find some fish somewhere. And she kind of turns around and kind of starts to slowly make her way out.
Okay. There is plenty of fish around the docks for purchase. And Veneer, as he's been talking to Kasumi about this, he's been getting a fairly crude sort of rope that seems to be adjustable to get around the neck of the little griffin just as a temporary thing. He didn't really have anything prepared, but he opens the cage and pulls it out, and it seems like it's just like puppy nap time. Like its head's sort of like flopping around, just like but then he hands it off to you, and I wish you the best of luck with it.
Oh, thanks.
Well, thank you for your business. Good luck. Take care.
And he looks at Zaan and goes,
Good luck.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this excessively. Is it in a cage still, or?
No, he's taken it out of the cage and given it to you. It also has like a little tiny bit of rope around its neck.
I'm going to call you Steve. No, not really. We are going to come up with a good name for you.
Hopefully,
Good
hopefully
luck.
there's no
Goodbye.
And he kind of waves
Thank
you
you.
off. Kasumi, it's very easy for you to find any sort of fish that you're really looking for.
She was secretly hoping she would find like sushimi, like fresh off the boat cut sushimi.
A lot of the fish that's around here isn't necessarily prepared, but it's fresh so that it could be prepared.
Yeah, she's gonna look for salmon if she can find any.
Kasumi, buy what you
Make a,
want. I can cut it up.
Make an investigation check, since you're looking for a specific species.
Just hoping for a taste of home.
Oh,
And any day now, D&D Beyond. And you said investigation?
yes.
That is a 13.
A 13. You spend the next half hour, 45 minutes or so going up and down looking for the particular fish that you're searching for. But unfortunately, that rosy orange color just doesn't catch your eye anywhere.
Any suggestions on?
I mean, truth be told, any fish will work. It's whatever you want for sushi. I mean, obviously, we're not going to have an easy time finding something fresh from your country, unfortunately. But, DM, have I actually found any? I remember we were talking about it before. Like, did I actually find any large fish?
You looked for some, and you saw some decently sized one, but the deep sea, like big ones you were looking for, you weren't able to find any.
Are there any shrimp?
I'm gonna look down at my little pet. How cruel!
The child.
For you.
It's a lobster. You didn't get a
Shrimp.
Yeah,
shrimp.
I know I did.
If you want to go in and look for shrimp, if you're having Zaan help you out, say you can make the investigation with advantage.
Okay. Whoa! Okay. Okay, so that is the 21.
Okay. As you give up looking for the salmon and you kind of talk with Zaan about how you want to go about it, you think, oh yeah, I remember seeing someone had shrimp further down the dockway. So you turn back around, head down a ways, and sure enough, you're able to find the person that was selling shrimp, and you're able to get a decent amount of that.
Kasumi, look, that's black tiger shrimp.
What is that?
It's really big shrimp that has black stripes on it.
I want a
This-
bag.
This is an actual shrimp, by the way. I sell it at work.
I want a trash bag of shrimp.
Trash bag of shrimp. God. Yeah, the vendor is able to gather up a heaping amount of it, and he just wasn't expecting that much, and he's just like, 75 copper will do, I think.
She gives him 2 gold pieces and just like wraps her arms around the bag and just starts waddling down the.
You see the person looking at the 2 gold coins in his hand. It's just like, like probably the most money he's seen in one place in ever. He's just kind of like
shouts over her
quickly,
shoulder, "Thank you!"
pockets it. It's like, you're welcome. Like shiftily looking around, making sure it's deep in his pocket. Yeah.
Has
Yes.
do griffins eat fish?
DM.
I was about to say, if you fucking say,
I'm pretty sure they do.
make a history check, Pez.
Being the animal lover that I am.
I got fucking.
9.
A 9? You're pretty sure they eat meat.
Not meat, fish.
Fish is still meat.
I know if they. I in my travels know if they eat fish.
Make a history check.
If only it was animal handling.
And find out if it likes shrimp.
10? You're pretty sure they eat meat products.
Meat adjacent.
Fish is still meat. It's fleshy bits.
He speaks the truth.
I'm gonna go up to the same vendor that Kasumi went up to. Do they have like? Is it just shrimp, or do they have other shrimp or other?
That particular one seemed to focus mostly on shrimp and like mussels and kind of the smaller things. But it's very easy to just walk down the docks and find mackerel, tuna, things of that nature.
Yes, I'd like to go find other fish.
Plenty of other fish that you're able to get.
Okay.
How much are you looking to get for it?
A lot.
A lot. Another trash bag?
Another trash bag.
Vanera.
Could. Yes.
That's ahi tuna. Get that one. That one's good. It's
I'm
like
feeding
steak
it to
fish.
the griffin. I'm not
I'm
eating
aware.
it. You get yourself some.
I'm
But
gonna
I
buy
pay
some.
extra to have this delivered to the cart that's at the Magic Bean Cafe. At
The
end
person
of
kind
the
of looks at you and sort of blinks.
My arms are kind of full.
I see that. I don't really have the. It's just me. I can't just leave my.
I mean, I could put it in my bag of
Yes.
holding.
A fish in a bag of holding. Oh, I'm getting a lot.
Well, I mean, I have my own personal bag of holding. Remember?
I know, but I'm getting a lot. It's gonna stink.
I don't care.
Does
I
the
don't
bag of
even
holding
use
have the correct temperature holding for fish so they don't go bad?
Make a history check.
Were you asking me or your companions?
My companions.
I do not know the answer to this.
It's just super like.
I will ask God.
DM.
No, she asked you guys.
I do
DM?
God damn it.
not have the bag of holding.
It's sort of a
Is the bag of holding
void.
refrigerated?
It's what Brick said. It's more a void, not really a temperature controlled.
Well, is the void hot or cold?
Pretty sure you could keep a dead body in there.
Room temperature?
I was gonna say it's kind of neither.
Rick, can you help Vanera carry the fish, please?
Sure.
Problem solved. Now, sir, can I please take 2 steaks of this tuna from you?
Yeah, how much do I owe you? I wanted, like, a lot.
He looks really confused at this point. He's like, 2 silver?
I hand him a gold.
Oh. Kind of starts stuffing more in the bag, and he's kind of looking at Brick and like, sort of like trying to judge his size and capability of holding things, and he's like,
It's capability of holding things.
well, sorry. Well, because I mean, there's a tipping point.
The fish to brick ratio of how much
Yes.
that motherfucker can carry.
How much mackerel to Brick? No, anyway, so he loads it up as much as he can. He gets Zaan his 2, what he said, and it just hands it off. You have made 2 people the richest people on that dock. What's up, Brick?
I'm actually curious what my carry weight is. I
Oh,
can't
no.
remember. I'm
What
having to look
is-
through the regular character the paper character sheet.
What
Is your
my
character
tipping
sheet
point?
still working?
Mine is.
No, it's the one I downloaded. I
'cause
can
mine's crashed.
carry
Mine crashed
It's
in the
your
middle.
push,
action.
drag, or
Action,
lift, encumbered. So I have currently 165. I can carry 270 before I'm encumbered. So I have like another.
You carry about a fucking 100 pounds of fish.
Yeah, I'm comparing 90 pounds of fish.
Just
90
fucking...
pounds of fish.
Jesus. That's so much fucking fish.
Do you know if there's a butcher around here?
Oh, around here, no. It's, unfortunately, he's on the complete other side of the grove.
Well, that's okay. But he's in Harpermere.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But I can do it for you.
What? I need to buy the meat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant cuts of fish. My bad. I'm sorry.
Duh! God! She walks off with her griffin.
Well, tag along.
The griffin's still pretty much napping in your arms. Just kind of like you get like the occasional little stretch, like kind of paw to the face, like.
Look down at my pet. She seems upset.
It is absolutely bebopping along. Like its stumpy little legs are just going. So yeah, you guys want to head to the butcher next? Is that the idea?
Sure.
Anything anyone else wants
accomplish-
to do at the docks?
Did we accomplish what we wanted to do at the docks?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize. Assume it was not sitting right there.
I'm pretty sure she got all the shrimp she could ever want.
Okay,
Oh.
so that was what she was.
She's coming back.
Yeah, we can come back later and ask around for ships. That's fine.
Okay. We're here for at least 2 more days anyway. In the wedding.
Okay. So you all head back across town. It will take you roughly 30 minutes to an hour. It is on the complete opposite side of the capital city from where you were. But eventually, where'd he go? Eventually, you do arrive, and you see that there's the first sign is you're able to see over the top of the buildings looks like a windmill. And as you get closer and you start being able to see through the gaps in the houses, there's a decent fence that kind of borders the outside of it, and there's a U-shaped building tucked off into the corner. There's various animals or beasts of burden and whatnot within. They all look very well fed, very big. And I'm assuming you all approach the building and give a little knock on the door. And a man opens it and kind of like throws the door open quickly. And before you is standing a fairly sizable fellow. Bald head, long beard, bound a short ways down. Big muscular arms tattooed with what looks like an octopus on his right forearm. Has a fairly large cleaver on his belt. He opens the door, locks eyes with Brick, and then just kind of looks down at the rest of you. Just kind of... wow, I lost my train of thought. He looks at you all and goes, "Hi, good morning. Can I help you with?"
I need a lot of meat, please. For my baby griffin.
You see him look down at the griffin and kind of tilts his head. "Right, come on in." And he steps aside, leaves the door open. And you see immediately within, there's a fair amount of meat that's just sort of hanging from hooks from the ceiling. Looks like sausage links, full legs. There's even what looks like a boar that's just been completely skinned, hanging from a larger hook in the corner. Any sort of cut?
No, any scraps that you were looking to throw away or just get rid of or not usable that I could buy a few so they don't go to waste?
You kind of see him raise his eyebrows and thinks about it. Like, yeah. He wasn't prepared for that question. Say 40 copper, get you a decent bucket.
Is that all that you have? I'm looking to stockpile. I don't know how long we'll have. I just want to make sure I have enough.
Well, he kind of looks at you and goes and walks around behind the counter and pulls out the bucket and kind of like clunks it down. This is the biggest thing I have.
I'm gonna look at the boar.
He kind of like looks from the bucket to you and then like follows your eyes and goes, "Oh, that cost you 10 silver."
If I pay extra, can we have it delivered?
Depends on where it is.
We're up by the Magic Bean Cafe. Or the cart that's parked there.
Oh. Yeah, that's not that far.
And I hand him 2 gold.
You hand him the 2 gold and goes, "Oh.
I'll take 4 in the bucket.
Right." So he pockets the coins, takes the bucket, and he goes, disappears in the back for a minute. Comes back out. The bucket's full. He's got it in his hand. And he just walks over to the boar, just one arms it onto his shoulder. Lead the way.
Before we go,
Aye.
Kasumi is like snooping around looking for any type of like grain. She's just curious to see if maybe he sells grains too. 'Cause grains go with meats.
You do see, as they're talking over where all the meat and everything is hanging, there are sacks of. And you did walk through a bit of a field, or around the fence of a field. There's different types of grains there. It looks like mostly wheat, and maybe some other.
Is there
like,
rice?
Didn't look like any rice. It's not the right type of land for that. But it looks like there's wheat, maybe some things of flour.
I'll take a couple sacks of the wheat and flour.
I'll have to make another trip.
Or can you carry more?
Yes.
I mean, I could also put it in the bag of holding, but
I think that would be okay in the bag of holding.
Just imagining overloading the bag of holding and Pez puts the backpack on, just and just falls backwards.
They're just 2 bags of each.
Yeah,
That's
it'd
what
be
she's saying.
20 coppos for them.
Okay, I'll just. I don't feel like doing the math, and she just gives you 1 gold coin.
And he just takes the coin, puts it in. He's just.
I can retire.
Yeah, for no shit. You're making everyone very rich very quickly in their own little worlds.
We're taking the economy.
You're gonna come back tomorrow. Ah, yes, 2 sacks of flour, 2 gold pieces. It's like, God damn it, Kasumi. But you were able to put the sacks of flour into the. Wait, was it flour or the grain?
2 of each.
Two of each.
Mm-hmm.
That may not all fit in the bag of holding. You can get a fair few of them in there, but they're hefty.
Bag of holding. It can hold.
I have one too.
There it is. It can hold 1,500 pounds.
Gonna shut my dirty whore mouth. All
I
right.
was about to say those can easily fit in there.
So I forgot which size of bag of holding you had gotten. So Pez loads up his school bag with flour and wheat, and you guys lead the way back to the wagon at this point, or is there more shopping
Yes.
you were trying to get?
Wagon who?
The wagon.
Okay. So it does take you a little while to get there, and as you open the door and you let the man in, he kind of looks around and goes, "Well, that's nice. Where you want it, then?"
Thank you.
My hands are kind of full.
Zaan's gonna go over to the pantry and open it up for him.
Kind of goes. He's actually like Brick's height. He almost has to duck into the doorway. He's just a big mountain of a man. He goes, "Oh, this is real nice." He goes, "Oh." And there's even already a hook hanging from the wall, so he just sets the bucket down and just, goosh.
Hi-ho!
Yeah, and his shoulder and just like chest are just bloody from the carcass, and he just kind of like wipes his hands off and goes, "All right, eh? You know where to find me, eh?" He thumps his way on back out.
Thank you.
What's your name?
James.
Oh, God.
You're welcome.
Yep.
I was really afraid you guys weren't going to find this guy.
Beautiful.
He thumps on out. He's even polite enough to shut the door behind him.
He's a nice man. We should invite him over sometime.
All right. So
Zaan's gonna put his new pet on the camera.
on the counter, it's sort of like, the legs sploot out, just kind of plops down there. It's very much like the lights are on, but no one's home.
This thing seems like my spirit animal.
It speaks to me.
Well, we have 2 days till the dinner. I'm okay with relaxing here till then.
Yeah, I'm sure I could tinker with some of the materials that I got last time. Try to come up with something. And then we'll have to pick up our clothings.
Ah, yes.
So what is the plan for the rest of the day?
Sleep.
Fucking shrimp.
Fucking shrimp.
Shrimp on the bobby?
Say, are shrimp like water bugs? Like, are they the bugs of the water? 'Cause they look
No,
kind of
that would
bug-like.
be crawfish. No, the
Lobster.
shrimp are... Lobster? What?
Lobster is a bug
Lobsters.
of the sea.
I take offense to that.
What's a
Are
lobster?
you a lobster?
9.
Then why are you taking offense?
I do not know the sea animals like I do.
I don't
Get
know
through
what
me!
a
Shrimp!
lobster is.
Let's go!
Okay, and she's still like hobbling, holding the bag of shrimp that she got.
Plops it
Yeah.
down into the basin. Fire
your-
up the
your,
grill.
Your wheat and stuff. So,
Oh,
for a bag of holding, do you like think of the thing and then pull it out, or like do you think of it and it just launches?
While I really like the second option, because I'm thinking of like a backpack cannon, it's the first one. It's like, flower! Poof!
Flower! Oh my god, that'd be the greatest thing in combat ever. Quick, blind him! Flower! Boom!
Antiquing.
Cannon.
Just a quick little.
But potatoes!
Glue! Glue! Feathers!
No, generally speaking, you have to know. God damn it. You got to know what's in the bag to think of it as you want to pull it out. Because if you put something in there that they don't know about, then they could reach in and just find nothing.
Yeah, because there is other things in there.
Yeah. But Pez sets the bag down, just thinks the flour just. And then the wheat.
That's my workout for the day.
And
thank
dead.
you.
But it's roughly late afternoon with early afternoon, sorry, with all the traveling back and forth you had done and the shopping, and so it'd be a bit of a late, really really late lunch, early dinner if you were to start cooking the shrimp now, because you would still have to get the fire going in the brick oven that you've got.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take a while. You have to devein the shrimp, and you have to behead them. You got a bunch of shit to do. It'll take a couple of hours.
Yeah.
We keep the heads for the griffin.
Except it's not a bad idea.
Garbage disposal.
Give one of the shrimp tails to my little creature.
Yeah,
I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's not a shrimp. It's a lobster thing.
It has actually just been sitting where you left it on the counter, and as you put something near its mouth, it just.
Well, we'll see if it digests that.
It's not even really chewing. It's just like the mouth is clamped down, just sort of like.
Well,
Think
let's see what
if you
happens.
gave something like a cookie to a Muppet. You can't really chew.
I'm gonna go get a few pieces of meat from the bucket and go outside with my griffin
Okay.
and go bond.
And go bond. Making that animal handling check.
Oh. 31.
31. It seems to have being around the meat and the fish, and especially as it's starting to like getting prepared and cooked and all, it seems to have woken up and is kind of a bit more perky and starts as you're outside. It's kind of like bounding along, and because you've been carrying it the whole time, it had gotten quite familiar with your scent. So it does kind of get a little bit far away at one point, but it kind of looks up, lost sight of you, and once it sees you, it like hops back. The wings seem to be staying very close to its sides. Like it's really not using its wings at all at the moment. Yeah.
I don't want people to know that I'm typing.
Yeah, well, I have a mechanical keyboard. It's very loud.
Pez,
Yeah, yes.
are you busy?
Not at all.
Can you ask it if it has a name? I know it's just a baby, so I don't know if it's gonna be able to talk. I don't think
Yeah.
I can talk with animals. Can I talk with animals? Can I talk with animals?
I don't know. Can you?
I thought you had speak with animals.
On
I
your
can.
staff.
Yes. Aha.
You
I
still
wish
need
to
me?
talk to it. I mean, you can stay if you want.
I'd love to.
Okay. I speak to the griffin.
Okay. You cast Speak with Animals. There's no discernible voice. There's more basic emotions. Now, there's like a sense of a little bit of hunger, a little bit of like, ooh, what's that? flashes of excitement, little bit of fear as it kind of loses sight of you if it like runs around a wheel or something, and then it like comes back and sees you, and then there's that sense of excitement as it bounds back towards you again. It's like a fresh puppy that's like really just latched onto you. But it would seem that there's not much cognizant thought yet.
We'll have to come up with a good name.
Kind of bounds back over as you're talking to it and like shoves its head into the meat bucket.
Okay.
I mean, not gonna lie, but just seeing all that, I know we're not coming up with a name right now, but just between you and me, I think Bucket would be a pretty funny, cute name for it.
We're not naming it Bucket.
I mean, okay, that's fine.
No.
How about Hot Dog?
Okay, you can go back inside.
All right.
Anything else you all want to accomplish for the day?
Cooking's all I need.
All right. Well, as the shrimp is being cooked and you all sit down, you enjoy your fishy dinner again. The griffin seems to be very much latched onto Vanera's side, though it does bound around the room and crash into a few things now and then, and start like sniffing and maybe even nipping at a few of you. Nothing terribly painful, but puppy teeth kind of thing. The night approaches. You all bed down for the evening, and that's where we're going to end for tonight. I know it was a bit shorter, but I'm still just a little bit tired, and I haven't prepped as much as I normally would have for one of these sessions. But we will be back in the next 2 weeks for a normal schedule, so far as I'm aware. If you haven't already, join the Discord. Link should be down below and all over the place. Any other announcements anyone wants to share there?
D&D Beyond needs to fix their shit.
Yeah.
My page's still working just fine.
Let's see if it's back up.
This is also episode or session 50, so...
It is session 50.
The big 5-0, guys. We've made it.
Yep, we're over the hill. That means in 2 episodes we'll have been going for 2 years.
Oh my god.
Damn.
We're old.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
All right. Well, everyone have a safe weekend, and we'll see you in the next 2 weeks. Good night, everybody!
Good night. Bye-bye.